How are you?
Hi! You've caught me. Don't tell our stager. This is her beautiful staging, but I'm using it to water the plants.
How would you introduce yourself?
Oh, hi. I'm Dana Rice. I'm at a house in Bethesda. We're getting ready for an open house. Would you like to come in?
We'd love to.
All right, come on in.
So what kind of house is this? Does it matter to buyers?
Well, this is one of my favorite neighborhoods. This is Westgate in Bethesda, and it's a 1939, a very typical Cape Cod. If you follow me, I'm gonna put this back.
So how much does it cost to sell your house?
Oh, wow. So many different ways you could sell a house. There's no wrong way and there's no right way. What we do here is we try to present this as if this is a retail establishment. It's welcoming, it's bright, it's shiny, smells good, feels great. Come on in and take a tour.
What if my house is a mess? I don't want to let you in.
Oh my gosh, everybody's house is a mess. Please, don't worry about it. Real estate agents, we don't care what your house looks like when we start.
I have all this work that I want to do before you get here.
Yeah, most people have something to do. I will tell you right now that the projects that you think are important may not actually be important. So all those things that your spouse has been telling you to fix may not be actually the thing you should fix. But if you call us, we'd be happy to take you through some of the things that are really important to the buyers. For example, look up. This house didn't have lighting in the ceiling. Come on over here and I'll show you. Hold on a second, I'm gonna turn on the lights here. So the housing stock in Bethesda and Chevy Chase, Northwest DC, a lot of it was built in the 30s and 40s. And if you look up, this is one of the very simple things you can do to make your house stand out as something new, exciting for the buyers. We added these incredible, easy to install LED lights. Cost the seller barely anything, fresh paint, looks like a whole new house.
Well, what if I think my house is a teardown?
Oh, for all the people that tell you your house is a teardown, it probably is not. There's a buyer for every house. Don't forget, what you love about your house probably is something that others might love too. And we want to find you the buyer that's going to love it just the way it is.
So I just paid a designer a lot of money and I think my house looks great. Do I still need staging?
You know, if it's just one pillow or some art, that's something that can be supplemented. Or you just have the designer come in and give you some feedback on the best way to present the house, not for living, but for selling, because selling is not dwelling.
Okay, well, I don't really have the money to pay for this.
Here's the nice thing about working with Dana Rice Group. We actually employ a designer on staff. All of this is free. So like I said, if you need a pillow or you need a whole house of staging materials, we bring it in for you.
Well, do I have to move first?
It just depends. I mean, you don't have to move first. It is a lot easier. Buyers today want to be able to walk in and act like and feel like this is their own home.
So how long would it really take to sell?
It depends. I mean, there's no one way of doing this. If you really wanted to sell your house in a certain time, we just work to that plan.
What's the most impactful thing you can do?
The most impactful thing, well, paint for sure. You got to paint it. Do all of the annoying maintenance things that maybe you haven't fixed, like a handle that's loose or you always meant to paint something. Let me show you this. What's interesting is floors. Floors are important and they do sell the house.
These floors are well loved. I would say that these are probably going to sell the house because these are beautiful oak floors from the 30s. We decided not to finish them because honestly, it's one of the easiest projects you can do and you can pick the color that you love. So we left it the way it is for sale.
What do buyers tend to focus on the most?
Oh God, what do they focus on the most? Well, I would tell you the things that they focus on are probably light fixtures and pretty pillows and things that they see. But then when they really get serious, they focus on things like this. This is a replacement window. This has been put throughout the entire house. All of the systems are less than 10 years old. The maintenance records, things being cleaned, that's actually what they focus on the most.
Is there anything else you would want buyers and sellers to know?
Well, what I really would like you to know is there's 14 million real estate agents out there, and who you work with really is a combination of a relationship that's almost like dating, not to mention advisory. So please pick up the phone and call different people. I love to give my opinion. You don't even have to hire us, but please let us come in and give you some ideas and It's our pleasure to share with you what we know.
And how much do you cost?
Well, the cost of working with us obviously is related to how much you sell the house for. All of our services, our marketing, our strategy, our social media, our videos, all of the staging. For our sellers, Dana Rice Group, that's all free of charge.
Yeah.
Let me show you something else. One of the coolest things about working with sellers is that when they bring us into their home, it's a very intimate experience. It can be a little offsetting. We saw this house, and while it was used by the seller in one way, we had staging and furniture that really highlighted the fact that this is a really nice oversized room. This is actually a pretty large room compared to the other ones, so we wanted to highlight that. And when the seller trusts us, we end up coming up with some pretty cool ideas.
So why would you pick Dana Rice Group?
Why would I pick Dana Rice Group? Let me count the ways. I'll tell you, the one thing that we know and hear over and over again is our dedication to our clients. We literally will do anything for you. We want you to feel like we are part of your team. And for a very short, usually a very short amount of time, we're intensely connected and related. And throughout that process, we're gonna be with you every step of the way. If you need a whole house of staging, just a little bit, social media, outreach, networking, pricing strategy, whatever it is, we're gonna make sure that that experience feels amazing.
Great, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much,
Well,
Dana.
thank you for coming.
Of course.